Might help
Okay, that's
somebody
fine.
else.
Pelican Stores, a division of National Clothing Institutes of Women Apparel throughout so-and-so. They ran a promotion in which discounters were sent data for 100 people during one day are shown in the given data set. In the data set, the proprietary card method refers to changes made during a national charges made, using a national charge card. Customers who made a purchase using a discount coupon are referred to as promotional.
Sorry, Sean,
No, that's fine.
I'm trying to fix it so we can read it better.
Let's see. Because the promotional coupon were not sent to regular, management considers the sales made to people. Because the promotional coupons were not sent to, management considers the sales made to people presenting as if it would otherwise make. Got it. Okay. Most of the variables are self-explanatory. Items is the total number of items purchased, and the net amount is the net sales is the net amount charged. Pelican's management would like to use the sample data to learn about its customer base. Use the tabular and graphical methods to help management directly develop a customer profile. Okay. All right. So what do they want us to do with all that?
Right.
So is there more instructions on the left?
No, there's nothing more on the left.
If you pull these arrows down, okay, create a percent frequency distribution for the method of payment. Okay. So a frequency distribution for the method of payment. So basically what we have to do here, and I'm assuming this is an Excel spreadsheet or.
Yes, the Excel is the one to the right.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is, what we wanna do basically there, we know there's 100 customers, right?
Mhm.
And basically what we wanna do is go into the spreadsheet, look in column E, and figure out how many people used American Express, how many used Discover, how many used MasterCard, and so forth.
Okay.
And so since it's out of 100, that's going to make it really easy because basically we just have to count and convert. But I mean, you should be able to use the spreadsheet data and you should be able to count the number of instances of each one. Or you can highlight the column. There's different things you can do. I don't know how your let's see, what you might do is I think what I would probably do is take like each of these fields and maybe highlight them.
Okay.
And so you can see like what you should be able to take the let me see if the thing is I don't remember the commands for that, but that would be the easiest way because you don't want to sort them because you don't want to get the data out of order, but there's 100 rows and I'm thinking you should be able to count. Let me see if I can look it up because I don't normally use Excel for that. I mean, I know it can be done, but I don't know how to actually count the number of cells in an Excel column with a given attribute. Let's see. How to count how many cells contain a certain value or number. So sometimes you need to count the number of cells which contain certain number of text or value in a range. And this article will show you methods of counting how many. Okay. Count if dollar string A1 to D1 equals 50. Okay, but that's a value. I need data. Count how many cells. The select specific cells helps you easily count. Before applying, please download and install it. In the select specific cells. Okay. You might have a, it's probably gonna be an, oh, it does, you do have Tools, okay. Tools is on here. Let me see if it's on this. Let's see. Insert page layout, because it's going to be tricky to count each of these.
Right.
If you, I was going to say maybe with if you do, let's try find and select, see if that helps us. So if you go to find and select on the right, keep going, click on the little magnifying glass, you're too far to the right there, and then click on find, and then click on like Visa, or let's try Visa. I just want, you can, yeah, it'll find, you can find whatever, but it doesn't have, and then you have to put in option, find all, yeah, unless options should tell you if it's case sensitive. See if it, don't need it to match case within the sheet by row. No, you don't want it to match case because it won't. Match case means that it would have to be lowercase. Try it and see, find all, click on find all. And then how many did it find?
Oh,
so
2. Okay.
How many did it find?
The 2 right here.
And
2.
so, yeah, so it looks like there's 2 American Expresses.
Okay. American Express, 2.
And now go and do find, what's the next one? Visa, or whatever the next. You have to change the data inside.
Okay, Visa.
And then click on find all. Find all.
10 cells.
And how many? 10? Okay. And then the next one is
proprietary card. $70.
So a lot of people paid with. Okay.
And then the other one would be MasterCard.
Yeah, and I think, did we do Visa yet? Or Discover?
Yes, we did Visa.
We should have Discover, I think, too, somewhere. Right?
No, we haven't done Discover yet. Oops.
Did you spell it right? Maybe it's one word, because you have it as two.
Oh, okay,
Try
right.
taking the space out and see if it can find it there.
Yeah,
There
it's
you go.
14. MasterCard, 14. And then we have Visa.
Visa and Discover.
To Discover. Four. Is that it?
And then you get them all. Go back and look at your actual instructions, but I think
Okay.
that's all in. But those are the ones that you wanna. So now how many
Visa, okay.
American Express you had?
So
I don't know, I
percentage of
didn't.
frequency, it's for American Express, there's 2 people that use it. So do I divide the 100 divided by, or the 2 divided by 100?
That's, yeah, but your percent is 2%.
Oh,
Because
2%.
what you would, yeah, you would do 2 divided by 100, but then you would multiply that by 100 again. And this says percent frequency, so that would be 2.
Okay.
This would be 2 because it's out of 100. So this
Thank you,
would be
Shauna.
2. Then Discover is how many? 4 you said?
4. MasterCard would be 14%.
14.
And
Proprietary.
Card 70%.
Mm-hmm.
And Visa is
84,
10%.
88, 90, 10. Yeah, that adds up to 100. So that should be. Then it says create a percent frequency distribution for the number of items purchased. So, okay, now this is going to be a little trickier.
Okay.
Because we want to find out how many people purchased each amount of items. So we could do, so go back to your, okay, so you have to go to your items purchased column. Where's your items purchased column?
Items C, right?
That's gonna be, yeah, I'm assuming. Okay, so now your best bet is probably going to be to count the number of 1s, 2s, and 3s together. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to count like all of those, but I don't know how. So we're just gonna
If I go
go
find
with
it and
that.
try and do that, it won't work, Sean.
Huh?
If I go find items.
Well, it won't. You won't be able to do the dashes, so it won't find the dashes. The only other way that I know to do it would be to sort the column, but I don't want to mess it up in case it's. Now, what you could do is copy the column over somewhere. If you want to copy the column over the whole column and copy the column to like an empty part of the spreadsheet, like K, copy it to K. Just copy the whole column to K. And then now you can sort like, but not remove the label at the top so that you don't have that. And then now what you can do is you can highlight the column except the empty cell. You don't, well, either way. It's okay. You could still, and then what we'll do is we'll sort it from, you can sort it from go ahead, click on that. You want to sort from lowest to highest. So from Z to A. From Z to A. And then, oh, maybe it doesn't do it because it's letters. I don't know. Did you?
I thought I
Okay,
did it.
you should be able to undo what you did.
Okay.
If I think, yeah, if you undo what you, then try it again. But we have to, you have to highlight the column and see. I thought you could do the whole, that way you can count the, so, fill in sort, but then custom, oh, sort largest to smallest, there you go. Or smallest to largest.
There it is.
Okay, it went the other way. You want it to go from from smallest to largest, not, because you wanted, okay, so now go down and, so remember, it'll give you your cell number down here. So count all the ones, twos, and threes. So if you keep going, because those are ones and twos and threes, they're all together. So until you get to the end of the
Okay.
threes, what cell are you in?
67.
67. So 1, 2, or 3 was 67 people.
Oh, but
Now you want to,
did we start at 2 though, Shauna? See how we started at cell 2?
okay, so that's gonna be 66 then.
66 people. Okay. So let me go back to
And then count all the,
66 people. And then from 4 to
now
6.
count from 4 to 6. How many fours? So your fours started at 68.
Okay, so I put 68.
68. And then
minus-
it goes all the way to what? All your sixes go to
94.
90, well, 93 actually, right? Because 93 is your
Right.
last. So
Right,
from, well, where did it stop? 60s. So we said there were 68, right?
Mhm.
68, and that's
25, right?
68, 78, 88, and then 88 and 5 more.
minus
So
98. 93 minus 68 is 25.
25. But then remember, we stopped at 67. So there were, because there was one more than that. Right? Because remember, there were only 6, unless you want to, you could delete that cell at the top. The one that's throwing you off, you could delete, you could move this up, like move, in other words, you can right click on it and then you can delete where it says delete. No, where it says delete here, click on it and then shift cells up by 1 and it should delete the, yeah, see? So now
Okay.
the 1s, 2s, and 3s should be 67. Right, and or 66, that's what we said.
Okay.
So the 4s start on 67 and they go all the way to what? 67 to 4, 5, and 6 is where we're supposed to be, to
Yes.
92.
25.
So there's 25 of those.
Yes,
The 7, 8, then the rest of them are easy. The rest of them are easier. 7, 8, and 9 is next.
7, 8, and 9.
Those you should be able to count manually. That's only
1,
5,
2,
I
3,
think.
4, 5. Yes. 10, 11, and 12. 10, 11,
Is only 1.
1. 13,
And then 13 is 1.
1.
And then you have 16 to 18 is only 1. So just make sure they add up to 100 when you.
Okay.
So we didn't miss any. 80, 91, 96, 97, 98, 90. I have, is that 100? Let's
I got
see.
99, 66 plus 25, plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1.
So we're
I must have
missing
missed
a
one
number.
Yes, I must have missed one somewhere.
Go back and check your column and make sure there should be 100. There's 100 numbers. So there, it looks like you have 100 numbers copied. So that doesn't look like the problem. But maybe we missed one of the
1, 2, 2, 3. It's
these
60,
are 66.
66.
Okay. And then the 4s, that's fine. And then it's 67. And we're doing 4, 5, and 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's gonna stop on 92. 92. Well, it's probably that one. 92. And so there should be
Oh, I lost count, Shauna. Sorry.
what you
It won't tell me how many I have in there, Shauna.
you could break it up like so if you do
Cut and paste here.
if you paste all the ones, 2s, and 3, yeah, you can check this out. Now see, you put a 7 in there.
Oh, okay.
So you'll have one less than what it says.
26. I think that was it. So 26.
Yeah, you had one less. Now it should match.
Okay.
Okay, so now you have, okay, so now we go do, now here we're doing promotional versus regular. So this one is, you're gonna go do how many promotional, you can do the same search, but you have to do the type of customer. So you're gonna search on this column by type of customer, and you're gonna look for, but we're gonna search, you have to do the, it's gonna show you the number of, you don't have to pull it out.
Okay.
Oops. You,
Oops.
you copied it instead of,
Okay.
no, all you need to do is do the search for how many regular, because we don't have regular anywhere else in there. So if you just search for regular, it should tell you how many regular you have. And then find all. And there are 30.
30.
So they're only regular or promotional. So that means there has to be 70 promotional ones.
Okay.
Because they're either regular or promotional. So 70, 30 regular and 70 promotional. And then the gender, same thing, you can go here and search by, just find, yeah, either gender, doesn't matter which one. And just find how many you have. There are, how many? Find all. Did you find?
Yeah, I thought I did. Oh, 100 cells, find all male.
Yeah, because they're all male. So you should probably search for female, because the thing is that female has male in it. That's why,
Oh, I see.
that's why it saw that. Because it's gonna find everywhere that it says male. So, but if you
Okay.
look for female, it won't do that. So there are, how many? I can't see the bottom of the,
I know I can't. I don't know.
scroll down. You could see if you scroll down how many there are at the, no, move the box up. In other words, take your arrow and drag the box up. No, not the spreadsheet. The box that popped up.
Okay,
Take
this
the box, no, at the top here. Like
one. Oh, 93 cells.
if you, yeah, drag it up 93. So 93 female. And 7 male. Okay.
Mhm.
Then we're gonna do marital status. And so you're gonna, you can type and do the find all again.
84.
And
right?
then there's 84 that were married. That means there are 16 who weren't, who were single. Now, as far as the age frequency goes, we can do something similar to what we did before. Yeah, you can take those 2 columns that you made and delete them. Delete them, and then, well, you have to select, otherwise it's just gonna delete
Entire
the,
column.
okay, go ahead, and then you can delete the other. And then you can just paste, what was it, the age category? Is that what they
Yes.
asked us for?
Mhm.
Just don't paste the label. You
Oops.
don't need to paste the age, you just paste the, yeah, just paste the numbers. There you go. All the way to the bottom. Then you can copy that over to, and then what we can do is sort it. We can sort it by whatever they want us to use. I would say smallest, because we're doing smallest before. Then you can, this should be easier to count manually for the first few, because it doesn't look too far. How much is the first group?
20
20
to
to
29.
29. So how many 20 to 29-year-olds? Only 10.
30 to 39 year
And
old.
then 30 to 39 is gonna start on 11 and go all the way to, no, to it ends on 40. So 40 is the last one, and so it went from 11
29.
to, yeah, you can verify by pulling it out, remember?
Okay.
Like we did before. So
Okay.
so if you go back and you start on, you can start there and go back up to, you can copy up to the, oops. Copy up to the 20, you keep going, but stop on, yeah, and how, then copy it over and you can see how many you had. How many cells was that? Yeah,
30.
So 30. But you only counted up to 38. You don't have any 39-year-olds?
Mm,
Do you have any 39? Oh, no, you don't. Okay. All right. Then the next group
40
is
to
from
49.
40 to 49. Okay. So that's how many people? 40 to 40. Okay. So you're going to take that group, paste it over there. And how many people was that? That is
33.
33 people. There's other ways to do this, but it's the only way I can think of at this point to do it. I'm sure there's
I appreciate it, Shauna, because it's pretty straightforward.
other ways of doing it.
I like it because it's straightforward, and I can understand if I have to replicate it on
Mhm.
an exam. 50 to 60.
59, so you're gonna stop there. And then just group this. So then that's
16.
16 people.
60 to 69.
So then your 60s are
Seven people. 70 to 79. One, two, three, four. Okay. So add those up again, Sean, and make sure it's 100, right?
yeah, add them up and just make sure it's 100, and then
100. So create a percent frequency distribution for net sales.
and then what are we doing?
We're creating a frequency.
Sales for net. Okay, so we have to be a little careful because this goes from, okay, so we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna get rid of our other data. We're gonna delete. We can, you could probably delete more than one column, but it's fine. You could have probably highlighted the, yeah, but now you, unless you, yeah, you could, and then one more, and then you can delete the whole. No, you have to do delete, and then I don't know if it'll do, go ahead. Yeah, see, it'll get rid of multiple ones.
Okay.
And you still have the data, you just don't have what you used on the site. So now this other column is gonna be what? Oh, it's gonna be net sales. So you're gonna, okay. Remember, we don't need the label, we just need the numbers.
Right.
So grab you're getting to be a pro at this, right?
Shauna,
It's not hard. It's not hard. It's just data management. That's all it is. Like
I opened it up last night and I was looking at it and I was like, oh my God, what is
it's just a lot of data. That's all. It's not any harder than anything now, if this was a number other than 100, then you'd have to do the extra step of dividing your total by 100 and then multiplying that by 100% to get the percent. But since it's out of 100 already, because there's 100 values, now you want to sort this from smallest to largest again.
I did that.
Oh, you don't see? You're, I'm gleefully working for my own extinction right now. Like I
no,
could just,
Shauna,
I could just watch you do this, and you would be like, "I'm a pro."
you're giving me all
Like,
your expertise. I can feel your
you'd be like,
power.
I'm a pro." Like, how many times does she need you to?
Oops. 29 for the first one. So that would be 90%, Shauna. I mean, I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
9%.
You have how many did you have?
9, so just 9%.
So that's just 9%. Yeah, whatever. Since it's out of 100, whatever number you see is whatever the percent is. If it was any other number, then we would have to.
$30. 50 to 74.9. $25. 75 to 99.9.
Be careful.
Right.
90. Yeah.
99.
That's gonna be the hardest part of this whole is just figuring out how many.
10.
It looks like, yeah, okay. 100 to 124.99. Whoops. Yeah, that's fine. Getting to be a pro.
Thanks, Shauna.
Just not, I mean, that's all it is. But the spreadsheet makes it a lot easier. Like you can, this would have been a lot to put in a calculator. You could have, but it would have been a lot to put in there. A spreadsheet is a lot nicer to,
I forgot what we're doing here. 25 to 50.
149.99. So
So that's just 1, 2, 3.
that's 4, no?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's getting smaller because you've already used up a lot of numbers. 150 to 174.99.
1,
That's
2,
only
3.
3. 175 to 199.99.
3.
200 to 224.
1.
1. 200 to 2. Oh wait, 224. It said
0, right? Yeah.
you don't have any. Yeah, you don't have any. And then 225 to 249. 225 to 249. That's 1. That's 1 there. Then 250 to 274.99 is 2. And then 1 is what I see.
Right.
Okay. So
it's a proprietary card.
Is that what we, seems like it. That's what I remember from what we,
Proprietary card.
yeah, definitely. They made most of the purchases on a, did you miss something? I see some other numbers.
Based on the distribution, most customers made a purchase using the proprietary card. The most common type of customer was a, did we say regular or promotional?
Emotional. But see, they want you to make the charts, I think, too,
Okay.
because I see the drop down.
Promotional.
You see the drop down arrows right here.
Mhm.
I think they're gonna want you to make the bar charts and the oh, it's there. Huh. We could have just looked at that. That probably would have helped us quite a lot. But anyway, I mean, it wouldn't have told us everything, but most customers purchased between, what was the biggest, how many items did they purchase? That was 1 and 3 items.
One and 3 items.
The majority of customers were female, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were married. There were more female than male.
Okay.
Okay, now what else do we need to do?
Construct a bar chart of the number of customers purchase attributes to the method of payment.
Okay, so basically here, they have it set up for you, but I don't know if it's already done, or do you click on it, or do you open it, or, oh no, you figure out the one that looks like it's supposed to.
Right.
That's what it is. Okay, I was like, but there's 4 of them. Okay, all right, so basically what you're gonna, now you can have it construct a bar chart for you, but you can probably tell by looking at it. If you can have it construct it also. Excel will do that. But
This one would be proprietary though, wouldn't it, Shauna?
for which one?
Method of payment would be proprietary card.
Yeah, did we not have?
It has the largest American Express.
So proprietary, okay, but proprietary should have the tallest bar then. So look for something where proprietary has, did you not have, unless we were sorting something.
Let me see.
But it looks like you had a lot of proprietary in there.
Definitely 70%.
Let me see the bar chart, okay, constructed bar chart of the number of, okay, so what were your percentage? So like, this is American Express is over 60.
That would be like if it was proprietary. 70%.
Okay, click on the I. The I right here, click on it. And it'll show you what you.
Oh, okay. So that's not it.
And click on the one that matches your. So there must be a problem with the.
It should be this one, right, Shauna? It's got the proprietary card at 70.
Does this match your numbers? It should match these numbers. If you click on the I,
it matches the
these
numbers.
numbers should match the numbers that you put in. So click, click on that, and then the radio button, right? Then it'll go to, okay, now go open up the cross tabulation. And we have to put in, develop a cross tabulation for the data with the type of customer as the column variable and the net sales as the row variable. So here, basically, we want to know how many. Okay, now there's a way to do this in Excel. I have to remember how to do that because I don't know how to do that in Excel. But basically, we want to know how many promotional customers paid this much. So we don't have a cross tab here. So
Okay.
I have to look up how to do that because I don't know how. Did your teacher show you?
No, she hasn't, Shauna. She hasn't even she went over the statistical part of it, like the frequency distribution, how to calculate very small data sets, but nothing to this magnitude, not even
Okay, the scatter plot I can do. I have to, the cross tab I have to look up. Because basically we're going to develop a cross tabulation of what? Customer, okay, customer age with net sales. So what we're going to do here is, okay, so go ahead and not close this, but like go back to your spreadsheet. Go back to your spreadsheet. So what we're going to do here, you're going to go to, let's see. I think you go to
insert.
No, we're gonna have to go to data, I think, at the top. Go to data. Then you're gonna go to you should have something called, let me see. Go to data analysis. No.
Insert,
No. Go back where you were. Go back to the tab you were on. Go all the way over here to data analysis. I think it's under that. I think it's under data analysis. Data analysis and go to, let's see, you have histogram there. It should, there in order. Let me check and see where it is because I don't remember what menu it's on.
We're trying to make a plot chart. What's it called?
It's a scatter plot, but I need to figure out what part of because I've done it before. I just don't remember
like this?
how. I just haven't done it in a minute. I didn't realize that we were gonna do this.
Is it gonna be like one like these, Shauna?
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. Okay, so we're gonna select, okay, so we're gonna select all the cells that contain, let me see if I can find it gives me the instruction. I'm gonna look for a little video because they have a video training. Okay. So I'm gonna see if it will tell me what maybe what this is. Let's see if I can. Because it's probably better to, yeah, I have to choose it and then you have to tell it which axis you're on. Because you'll have to specify.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can.
That's sales.
Yeah, I think this is the one. Okay, so let me see if this helps us. I'm going to share screen here so we can watch, because it's been a minute since I've done it. I'm gonna pop this out. Actually, I have to wait. I have to stop because I have to share minimize it for audio clip. I mean, video clip. And then let's see if this helps us. So here's a smaller one than we have, but let's see if we can Hold on, am I not? Okay, there we go.
Here we come with another quick and easy video tutorial on how to make a simple scatter plot in Excel, which is useful if you want to make a visual representation of a relationship between two separate sets of data. Let's have a look at how to do that. Hello and welcome to EasyClick Academy. My name's Maria, and together with our EasyClick team, we're here to make sure you'll be able to use Excel in a quick and easy way thanks to our digestible video tutorials. We had a look at how to create a line graph or a bar chart. Before we get started though, it's essential to point out a couple of important details. First, it's crucial to realize that unlike other chart types, the scatter plot standardly works with numbers. The X as well as Y-axis will consist of numerical data only. Then it's good to know that well-prepared data within a clear table can be of great help, because when you simply select two columns with values to be used in the plot, the column on the left will appear on the horizontal X-axis, and the column on the right will be displayed on the vertical Y-axis. Therefore, take your time and make sure to organize the collected data within a table with
Well, they
great care.
organize it for you, so we'll have to
Once a
work.
clear data table has been prepared and we've selected the values to be used in the chart, we can insert the scatter plot in several easy clicks. Go
What
to the
I would
Insert
do
tab.
probably first is, because it looks like she's gonna select two columns that are next to each other.
Mhm.
So what I would probably do is go back and, so whatever, was it age and
Age and price, I believe it was cost.
age and net? Go back and look at it. I'm gonna stop sharing temporarily,
Okay.
but you can share your screen if you like.
Yes.
I think what she's gonna do is put them together. So like, go ahead and, so you want age on X and you want net sales on Y.
Right.
So in this case, go ahead and go back to your spreadsheet. Get rid of all these extra columns that you have over here. Remember, you can highlight all of them and then delete the column itself. Okay, now age, you want to take age and you want to take the label this time. So copy all that and copy it to like I or J, wherever you want to go, somewhere over there. Copy the column. Okay, because we're gonna need, and then copy the
Net sales.
do the same thing. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and use, oops. You're gonna copy that. Okay, so now when she's doing her thing, you're with, these are the two columns that you're gonna copy with their label. Now, I don't know what we have to do after that. So let's watch the video again and see what we're supposed to do. I don't know if we're supposed to select them first, but now we know.
I think it's here, Shauna. Just like that, right?
Okay, and then you have to, yeah, and then you have to select a part to put it. You can move that over to another part of the spreadsheet. So that's basically what your scatter graph, that looks like a, well, maybe it looks like that. I don't know. Because I don't know if you're supposed to have.
It looks like this one, Shauna.
Well, let's see. That looks close. Let's see if there's anything better. So you have to select the second radio button, not the, right now you have it on the first one. You want to put it on the second one. Okay. I don't think, no, it's not that one.
It's not this one either.
And what is the last one? Yeah, so it looks like it now it says, what does it say at the bottom? There appears to be Okay, so here, I would say, see, we don't have a lot of relationship here. I don't know what the correlation coefficient is, but we don't have I would say no apparent relationship between, thus age is not a factor in determining net sale. I didn't see a particular one. Now you can submit the answer and see if you got, look for the green check marks to see if you got okay, because you've only done, you got, okay, so there's points missing from the first, apparently there's, so what did you get? Look at your, no, you have to go back down to, no, you have to open the stuff you submitted, Clyde.
Okay, so I
You
gotta
have
go
to
back.
open the, no, I mean, you have to open, go down to, go down in website. See, remember these? No, you're going too far. Remember the cross tab. We didn't do the cross tabulation yet. Remember all of these. Open the, no, I'm talking about this. Scroll down. Stop. So I'm talking about these. You should open these and see if you got those right. The arrows, with the arrows, not the, you should see if you got your data correct. Okay, you didn't, yeah, see how those have green check marks? So you got that correct. All of that's correct. All of that's correct. That's correct. We didn't do the crosstab, so it didn't grade it yet. You didn't get, now these two, you got the, okay, keep going. You got that correct, but we have to go back because we didn't do the cross tabulation yet.
Okay.
Did you see? We didn't do that.
Uh-huh.
But you have submission, you have 3. So we know we got all those right, which is what I wanted to check on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because if we don't get that right, then we can't get the other part. Okay, so you still have submission attempts on this, but I need to figure out how to cross tabulate this.
Thank you, Shauna.
So, and then we can do, there's more questions. So it didn't grade this yet because we have to do the cross tab. So let me get rid of, so we don't need the video for the scatter plot anymore. Hold on, let me erase this and see if I can figure out how to do the cross tabulation, because I don't know how to do that. So let me see if I can figure that out.
If not, I can ask her tomorrow, Shauna.
Well, I mean, then you have a histogram. We can do the histogram.
Yeah, we can move on.
But we have to do the, but
we're out of time, Shauna, too.
Well, I mean, if you want to continue, we can, but it's up to you.
I can, Shauna. I just don't want to impose. I know.
No, I mean, I have a little bit of time. I would like to at least finish the first one.
Okay, Shauna.
So, because the cross tab is the only thing you don't have, I think. Go back to number 1, because I think the cross tab is the only thing you're missing, isn't it? Did we do everything else for that? Or do we not have, okay, let me look at the, hold on. I need to go back to my mouse and I need to go back to stop. No, I need to, where's my share screen? I need to stop your screen sharing because I need to see what the, I need to see what the cross. Okay, I'm gonna exit full. I need to see how to do the cross tabulation in Excel because I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to okay, let me see. Let me get out of this part. I think I'm still sharing the. Okay, let me get out of this here. Let me look at that because I cross. This requires Excel skills.
Mhm.
And I don't know. Okay, so let's see, cross tabulation in Excel. So let me see what this is telling us to do. Okay, so it looks like, let me do the same thing here. Let me go to, we're doing a type of customer and net sales. Okay, so I'm going to, so we're gonna look at, I don't know if this video is gonna help us, but let's see. So this is gonna be, let's see what we have here. What we have here. So we're gonna go with the play button.
Create a cross tabulation in Excel. A cross tabulation is a tabular summary of two variables. The two variables can be qualitative or quantitative, but the most common ones have a cross tabulation. We're going to first click on cell A1, then we're going to click on the Insert tab, and you're going to click on Pivot Table. Here in this box, you need to make sure that your entire data set is selected. And in this box, you need to choose where you want to place the pivot table. I recommend keeping it in the existing worksheet and specifying a cell range. When the pivot table fields box opens up on the right, you will see your 3 column names here. So we want to create our cross tabulation using the quality rating and the meal price.
So she starts
variable.
by selecting the whole table.
Mhm.
And then what she's gonna do is check off the fields that she wants to use.
Okay.
So you're gonna select, but that's what she's doing here.
What we're going to do is we're going to drag quality rating and place it on rows. We can already see our pivot table forming. Next, we're going to drag meal price and place it on columns. And we're going to drag diner and place it under values. Under values, you will see that it shows you a sum of diner, which is not what we need. We need just the count. So how many diners had this quality rating and the meal price.
And you want the count.
So we're going to change that by clicking right here and selecting count. You can close the pivot table fields and continue your work on the pivot table itself. So our row labels, which are our quality ratings, they seem fine, but the meal price, which is this entire row here, still needs to be fixed. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on cell E4, right click and select group. Here the smallest value is 10 and the highest value is 48.
So this is where she gets her intervals from.
And create our classes. So we're going to keep the starting value at 10. We're going to end at 49. And let's use the class width as 10.
You're gonna use whatever class width they gave you.
Okay.
Whatever she's using this,
So
but
here
to show
we
you
have our quality ratings. So let's go
that
ahead and
works.
change this title.
So
On the right,
that's
you
how.
will
So
see
she starts by selecting the whole
A1. Then we're going
table
to click or
in A1.
the two variables.
So let me stop sharing, but this is the cross tab is gonna be the. So if you want, you can share your screen.
Okay.
I have stopped sharing, so I'm waiting for you to share yours. Okay, so now you're gonna, now I would recommend getting rid of the, you can select from A1 all the way to H. So click on cell A1 over here. And then select the whole group of data. Just to H, not to the, because you don't want it to select the,
I'm gonna just delete them, Shauna.
okay, so then you select all that. And you select all the data. All the way to the bottom. Then you select, okay, so after it's selected, you go to pivot table.
Pivot table. Insert, right? Insert.
Insert pivot table.
Pivot table.
And then from table range, right? And then you're gonna say, it's gonna be existing worksheet.
Okay.
And then you're gonna pick a location to put your table. So you need to pick a range over here.
Can I pick K1? Would that work?
Yeah, you wanna, so you can. And then you wanna pick, now you have to remember, I don't know what they wanted. So now this is where you go back to what the,
Promotional, net sales, promotional, regular, and total.
so,
Net sales.
so you're gonna have the, but what's the rows? I don't remember what it looked like. So you're gonna have like you're gonna have to drag, after you select them, then you're gonna have to drag them down, remember? So do you want me to show you that part again?
Sure, Shauna.
On the, because I don't remember either. So here we're gonna do, once we do this part, then you have, okay, so I think we did this part already. Let me see. Okay, so here we are.
Click on the insert tab.
We did that.
And you're going to click on pivot table.
We did that.
Here in this box, you need to make sure that your entire data set is selected.
We did that. Okay.
So you need to choose where you want to place the pivot table. I recommend keeping it in the existing worksheet.
Which we did. Okay.
And specifying a cell range. When the pivot table fields box opens up on the right, you will see your 3 column names here. So we want to create our cross tabulation using the quality rating and the meal price variable. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag quality rating and place it on rows. We can
So
already
you're
see
gonna
the
drag the
pivot
ones
table
that you want
forming.
Okay.
into row label and
Next, we're going
column
to
label
drag milk
first.
price and place
Okay.
it on columns. And we're going to drag diner and place it under values.
So you place rows and see how she has columns and rows. So you want your column labels and your row labels. You drag them,
Okay.
okay?
Under values, you will see that it shows you a sum of diner, which is not what we need. We need just the count. So how many diners had this quality rating? And
So
the
we
milk
want how many, right? So you want to change that to count.
price was this much. So we're going to change that by clicking right here.
So she,
So we're going to change that by clicking right.
so she clicked on the sum of the, she clicked on it to
Here.
change it to count.
And selecting count.
Okay.
You can close the pivot table field and continue your
So
work
you close the pivot table field until you get something that looks similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna tell you to, where this is where you're gonna change your intervals. So you have to go back and look at your data
Mm-hmm.
to see how far, because I don't remember this part.
pivot table itself. So our row labels, which are our quality ratings, they seem fine.
So your male, female are probably okay. And your top, but the numbers here probably aren't.
But the meal price, which is this entire row here, still needs to be fixed. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on cell E4, right click, and select group. Here,
And you're gonna group whatever the one is that you want to group by, you're gonna group that
Okay.
by however many they told you.
Okay.
And then,
smallest value is 10 and the highest
so
value
she
is
shows you how
48.
she did that.
We're
She
gonna
went
use
a
this
little bit
information
further than the highest so that it would incorporate them all,
and
obviously,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
create our classes. So we're going to keep the starting value at 10. We're going to end at 49. And let's use the class width as 10.
You use whatever class width they gave you, and then you get this.
So here we have our quality ratings. So let's go ahead and change this title.
If you want to change it, you can. I mean, you don't have to.
And let's format. We're doing middle align.
She's just formatting the cells right now so they'll look nicer.
Next, let's move this scale around a bit. Let's place excellent.
So, I mean, you don't have to do that necessarily unless the cross table tells you so, but this whole other part, but that's how you do it.
Okay.
And what you're interested in is these totals here.
Uh-huh.
And you just have to make sure that the table that you created looks like theirs, like their their intervals are the same as
Okay.
yours,
Let's try that,
and then
Shauna.
put in a number. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, and I wrote some of it down as
Did
well.
you?
I took some pictures.
Well, remember, it's gonna be in the video, so
Okay.
you can but I think you can try it. Were you able to do it on the actual spreadsheet or no?
No, I haven't tried to do it yet.
You haven't tried it.
Mm.
Okay. Well, you can work on it, but that's what we're looking for is how many in each group did that. That would be a pain to do by hand.
Uh-huh.
It could be done by hand, but that's a lot of data because you would have to go back and look at all the proprietaries and how many spent this much. That would be a lot of like, that you would have like however many total males or whatever, but you would have to go back and count it, and that would be a pain. So I don't know if you want to try to do that right
I'll try
now
it,
with
Shauna.
me, or you want to try and, I don't know how you're feeling about this. I can give you about 10 minutes more.
I don't want to impose, Shauna. If you want, I'll try it on my own, and then whatever I don't get done as far as this homework, we'll go over it next time. I do have until, I believe this is due until Sunday, until the 30th. So
Okay. Well,
thank you for your
you
time, Shauna.
got a good idea of how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of managing the Excel data
Okay.
and doing the but yeah, and it only grades what you actually had answers. So you can still go back in and fill in the rest of that, and you should get the rest of the credit for number one. But all of the work that we put in for the other part,
Uh-huh.
we know is correct now.
Okay.
That's where all the green check marks came from. So once you put in all the cross-tabulated data and all those numbers in that box, then you can
I'll try it. I'll try it, Shauna, and then I'll ask her tomorrow, and then I'll move on to some of these and try and get a
Okay.
head start before our next meeting.
Okay, I think probably because I'm kind of, well, I'm full up tomorrow because I have the 2 high school students,
No,
and I'm not sure exactly
no problem, Shauna.
what my Friday, I think Irma's probably gonna need me, but I will have time on Friday sometime. I just don't know exactly how my Friday looks, but
Friday or Saturday, Shauna, whatever works best.
Saturday is completely open right now, so
Okay.
it shouldn't be a problem to, especially if you go to class and start doing it. But this is gonna be a little time consuming in terms of, I mean, it's not hard. It's Excel skills is all it is. It's
Right.
moving the data around in Excel. But that's how so you're gonna drag the row total, the column table, all that. And then, okay. But
Okay,
I'm
Shauna.
going to go ahead and stop. It's gonna take a while to render the recording.
No worries.